Hi, today I will show you how to install Nexus. This is a software that allows to store NPM packages on a local server or virtual machine instead of downloading NPM packages from the internet. Why I need it? Because when I am using a Tycho project and this project is testing some kind of functionalities, before you will run Tycho, you need to install Node.js and npm and npx, and then with npm you are installing additional packages and also Tycho. So to avoid the situation that, for example, you have a problem with the internet or some kind of limit. Yes, there is a limit, just finished, and I do not remember what is exact limit, but I know that when you run often installation of npm packages from the internet, the limit is able to to end, to finish, and you cannot download npm packages anymore. Our Nexus server avoids this situation because you can store npm packages in a kind of a local cache storage on a Nexus server. So you are downloading npm packages directly from the Nexus server instead the internet. So this is the way how it works. Now I'm going to install the Nexus and I will show you how to do this, and I will explain everything step by step. So let's switch to the command line, and in the first place I will try to log in to my machine. But before I will proceed, I will show you, this is my Proxmox, and on the Proxmox I have a virtual machine, Nexus. This is a clean installation of Debian 12.5, and so it is up to date. My user Adrian is added via the vsudo to sudo group, so I am in a sudoers, so I can execute commands using sudo, and this is only one thing that is necessary to run my script. I have one script that removes Nexus and the second one that install Nexus. I will show it. Okay, so you can see my virtual machine has the IP address 10.10.0.145. So I will minimize it. I will log in via the SSH. So now I need to connect. So SSH should work. SSH like that. And I will use this one, but instead of this, I will use this IP address. And yes, the fingerprint, because it is connecting the first time. And now I need to provide the password. Let's check it. And yeah, I'm logged in, and I will clear the screen. So now inside this, I have two scripts: remove Nexus and set up Nexus. And I don't want to show them here. I can, but this is something that it's much more convenient to show this script this way. So go to my website sysadmin.info.pl. On the right side you have icons, and you can click this one with GitHub, and it will open the GitHub and my profile with my repositories. And now click repositories here, this tab, and click Nexus. I mean, it can be done below, so you will have to look for Nexus, press on the list with repositories. And here I have two scripts, so I explained them. Yes, you need to make a script executable, so you change it with hmode +x for setup and remove, and then you need to run sudo setup and sudo remove if you want to remove the Nexus. So let's check the setup, and this is the script I tested. I wrote it on my own. So basically it checks the privileges, are you root or sudo, And after that, it is installing GNU PG, PG1, PG2. Why? Because you will not be able to execute the command, this one, apt key add. It is deprecated. It is mentioned on the website of the creator, of the developer of the Nexus. So I will show you something. I will click my profile, and I already raised two issues, bash script to remove and bash script to install. I will click this one. So basically, Nexus repository installer. This is the repository for Nexus, and there is installation described for Fedora, Red Hat, and CentOS with Yum, or apt setup for Ubuntu or Debian family. So I had problems and I reported some issues. So if you will click issues here, first of all, there is no pub key, so I already reported it. I don't know will they solve the problem, because you can see here is the problem. EP key is deprecated. However, you can see executing, it is trying to add this server, this one, exactly this, but you can see this is the GPG key for Sonatype community, not trying to blah blah blah. I mean, it added it. However, then you have information the following signature couldn't be verified because the public key is not available. So actually this key is probably expired, and they should regenerate the key and you know, change the guide here on their website, just to and provide a new key, just because this command actually is working. So you're adding the repository to the Sonatype community list, but then the second one is responsible for this public GPG signing key, and well, this one doesn't work. By the way, this command, this apt-key add, this is deprecated. I need to drink a coffee a little bit. Okay, thanks. Now, so I will go back to issues. So this is the bash script to remove Nexus. So I provided it here, and also I provided the bash script to install Nexus correctly here. So I gave people the possibility to make it work. How I found out something, I will show you one thing. So if we are talking about installation, there is an installation. Here there's a Java JDK update, this one. So it is installing the bells of Java. And how I figured it out? Well, I went through all these issues here. And here in RPM doesn't allow to use Java 11. This guy, BH Amal, he mentioned, or she mentioned, I don't know who it or she is, that you can add properly this entry to this file. So Sonatype community list in this etc apt sources.list.d directory, he commented out because those two lines are by default and the first one is uncommented. So he mentioned comment out this line and add this one. This one is almost the same like this one, but there's the one change. He added here trusted yes. And then he mentioned that installer always install JDK 17, and I agree, and I confirm, I tested it, and I tested it on Debian Bookworm and Bullseye. So Debian 11 and 12 are tested by me. And yes, even after install JDK 11 and JDK 8 via SDK man at etc solution, so he provided the solution from Bellsoft. Bellsoft and Xamarin Java JDK, they are secure, and you can read about it, and you can read what are differences between them. However, Bellsoft is more for enterprises, and Xamarin, well, I think more for home lab, but I don't know, does it have any support on an enterprise level. And Bellsoft is providing support for enterprises, so if you want to use it, you can use it. And yes, both are secure. Xamarin and Bellsoft Java JDK are secure, and they are up to date. So both companies, both teams are taking about security updates, etc., etc. And yeah, so what I did, I just implemented these two steps. The first one with the actually repository, this one, and the second with the Java from Bellsoft. So we will go back here and we will see this to install Nexus correctly. And well, yes, it is working the way. I will try to make it bigger. Maybe this one, like that. Well, so you can see it's working this way, so it's adding it properly. Then I'm using the sed to add this thing, this deb he mentioned, or she mentioned, as a first line in this file, sonatype community.list. Then I am commenting out the second line, because we need 3 lines, and second and third are commented out, and the first is added. So this takes care about proper entries in this sonatype-community.list. Okay, then you are downloading this GPG key, deprecated, update, install Nexus repository manager. Then you're installing so you're getting the Bellsoft Java. Actually, there is a small difference. He or she mentioned here. I will show you this. Yeah, here. That this is the ARC64. ARC64 is for ARM processors. So if you have an ARM processor, you need to use this one. But in most cases, when you are on a virtual machine and with Intel AMD processor, you are using the version AMD64, and AMD64 works for Intel and AMD processors, so there is no problem with this. And that is why I'm using this version. And why I'm running this, because if you will run it the first time this way, it will break. I mean, there are 3 packages that are missing, and because of that, the JDK8 update 412, in this case, the package will not install successfully. So you need to run apt fix broken install to install those 3 packages that are needed additionally. And after that, rerun dpkg-i one more time to install this time the Java version from the deb file properly. Then you're setting proper ownership, because this directory opt sonatype is owned by root user, and this root user owns all the files and subdirectories inside this opt sonatype. So you're changing it and changing proper 2750. I mean, I don't need others to be able to even read the content of this directory. This is for security and for proper permission. Fine, then you're starting the Nexus repository manager, and after that you're installing CURL, and then you're waiting 2 minutes, 120 seconds. Why? And during this, let's call it sleep, I mean this wait, you can open a new SSH session and run this command, sudo tail, so -f, it will display the content of the Nexus log in the real time, and it will be refreshed constantly. So everything that is written to this log, it will be displayed on the session on the style command, and you will see the result. The result should at the end show the information that Nexus is up and running. Then when most cases 2 minutes is enough, when the Nexus manager is running correctly and URL is able to get this address, so it is able to connect to the URL, to the dashboard, to the web panel of the Nexus. Fine, it is working, so you can see the result. It is able to connect, you will see the result on the screen, and then you need to stop Nexus for a moment, this Nexus repository manager, and then you need to execute this orient console commands using a head document. Why? Because you need to change the default admin password that is unknown to admin123. In older versions, I don't remember exactly when, you can check in Google, there is a problem, and in older version the default password is admin123, and we can try to even look for this. Admin123 does not work anymore in Nexus, something like this. Okay, and yeah, and this is the first link from the Stack Overflow, and you can edit the Nexus XML to insert XML realm back, but no, this is not a good approach. However, default password no longer works with Nexus here and GitHub, and you can see well, there are some solutions, but this is not I'm looking for. However, from some version 3.17, if I remember correctly, it just doesn't work anymore. I mean, newer version of Nexus doesn't allow you to do that. So we can try to type something, change Nexus password admin to admin123, something like this. We can try, not admin, admin. We can try this one. Yeah, and here we go. There's a support sonatype.com, and it should be mentioned here that there is a problem from version. Okay, so reset admin new embed origin database. So I was looking for the solution how to make it work, and it is here on this website. And setting this, I was able to change the password of the admin. I don't know where I was looking for this. There was an information from which version it's not supported anymore. I don't know. This is Nexus 2. Sometimes probably this one. I don't remember where it was, to be honest. I just know that I was able to look for this, and I found the information that the newer version of Nexus 3 doesn't work just like that. So I decided to use the solution that I presented from Sonatype website, and you can see I'm executing a connection. I'm indexed to Nexus orient console jar file, and I'm connecting to this security, to this database. And with admin select from user where ID equals admin, and then I'm updating the password to admin123. That's it, and set correct ownership one more time, because after this sometimes it happens, and I discovered it, that permissions to some files changed, and changed to root actually. So I need to set it one more time to Nexus 3 because Nexus 3 is added with the group also during the installation of the Nexus. And after that, you run the systemctl start command, I mean to start the service, and with this command, I mean it is commented out because it is an additional command that you can run in a separate SSH session to see the log and results, what is going on. Okay, so I explained all the steps, and now I'll try to show you this removed Nexus. So actually this is quite easy, because first of all, you can see it's checking the sudo privileges, and then systemctl is checking it active. When it is active, the service is up and running, so it's stopping it. Then if it is enabled, it's disabling it, because this way you avoid this service to be to run during the boot process, actually after the boot process, to run during the startup of the system. And after that, you need to manually remove the problematic pre-removal script of Nexus repository, because it doesn't allow you to get rid of Nexus properly. Then you're removing with dpkg command, you're forcing removal of the Nexus repository manager. Then you're removing all the directories and files. And after that, remove bells of Java package if it's installed, Temurin JDK 8 if it is installed, remove the residual configuration file, and clean up unused dependencies, any remaining configuration files. Uninstallation completed. Optionally remove user and group created for Nexus, so it takes care about this, and remove any remaining configuration files, so it's getting rid of this for Java. And like you can see, repository manager, CR certificate Java and Java common, and then you verify the removal. So it is quite easy. Okay, fine. Now it's time to run it. So we have two scripts, remove Nexus and set Nexus. So I will try to run the first one, sudo setup Nexus, just like that. Provide the password for sudo user. So this is the password for Adrian user, not for root. And you can see it's installing. Yeah, apt key is deprecated, however it continues. It shows that there's an OK status, and it is just adding this key, even if it's you know, expired, because of this modified entry in Sonatype Nexus.list. And yeah, now it is installing the packages. All the needed packages. You can see it's working now. You can see bells of the Java downloaded. Unpacking it, it will show you the error. However, apt fix broken installs adds those 3 packages that are needed. One more time, it's installed with dpkg the bells of Java. You can see update alternatives went correctly, and now sleep 120 seconds. So if you will open a new session and SSH like this one, so a new session, and I will try to log in here. Okay, now I will try to go here, bash script to install Nexus correctly, and I will scroll down, and I will use this one, sudo tail command, just to display the shift control V to display the Nexus log, and I need to provide the password because I'm running the sudo. And now you can see what is going on here. You can see the result of the working Nexus, right? And started Sonatype Nexus. Nice, pretty nice. So it started. Still, wait, why I decided to choose 120 seconds? Because actually this is a situation where I can imagine that someone has a slower machine. In most cases for Nexus you need at least 4 GB of RAM, and let's say about 50 to 100 GB space on our hard drive in total. And also you need at least 4 cores, so 2 sockets to cores per socket is enough, or 1 socket and 4 cores. I mean, depends how you will set up in the Proxmox. I can show you this in the meantime, because it doesn't change. So it started Sonatype Nexus means it's working, and so, okay, repository status for NuGet, okay, ready to available, fine. And now you can see it run, so it presented that the website is available here with this script, but then it is running something like orient security updated records, and you can see update user set exit user update set, etc, etc. So actually it changed the password for the user, and now you need to wait a little bit, because it is reactivating the Nexus one more time. You can see activated, so it is activating all those Golang, etc, all those things in a Nexus. And you should see one more time the information at the end that Nexus, yeah, started Sonatype Nexus OSS. So this is it, it is working. Now how to find out that this is in fact working? Sudo systemctl status Nexus repository manager service, and you can see it's running. Control C, and sudo ss tulpn will show you working connections, and here we have a connection 0.0.0.0 colon 8081. So CURL like this, HTTP like that, and 10.10.0.145 and colon and 8081 should return the result. So the website is running. Yes, that's it, and you can see it here. So I will show you this, and it will be 10.10, and yeah, and exactly this one. And you can see Sonatype Nexus repository is up and running, so the dashboard is running actually. You can now type admin here, and admin 123, and here we go. This wizard is needed, so provide a new password. Here we go, click next, then disable anonymous access, finish. I don't want to save my password manager, and here we go. The Nexus is installed, so you can work with packages. If you will go to browser, you can browse it here. Those are by default installed. However, if you want to add a new one, so you can go here to this cogwheel and click repositories. Here you can create a repository, and you can even choose, for example, npm proxy. So you can then install, and you need to provide a name and URL for npm proxy, and I will show you this in a moment. So basically what you need to do, you need to provide a proper proxy for the installation. So let's call it just npm-proxy, something like this. Just, you need to exactly know what is what. And now HTTP like that, and registry dot npmjs.org, right, like that. And you can leave everything as it is. Click OK here, scroll down, create repository, that's it, and npm proxy is added, just like that. And then I will show you how to work with this, and how to properly configure everything inside the npm. I don't want to focus anymore on Nexus web panel, but instead I want to now run an installation script to show you that this is working. So list the content, and yeah, can say that I should remove at the end the bells of okay, so basically I will take care about this later. And okay, so I can add rm-f bells of the JDK to get rid of the deb file from the directory. So you can add this line into remove underscore nexus.sh file to get rid of this file. However, sudo like that remove nexus.sh, uninstallation continues. So you can see it will do the job for you, and that's it. All of it is removed, and now sudo ss-tulpn, and you can see it doesn't listen anymore, and also sudo system dl status. You can see couldn't be found, and then you can see ps ef or aux, and then grep nexus, for example, something like this. And what you can see only log, log, and log. Why? Because here I'm still listening the log. So basically it is not removed. So now you can try to rerun it one more time, and yeah, now it shows that there is an error because I removed it previously. However, I will try to run this Nexus LSOF to look for Nexus, and log are not existing anymore. It didn't remove logs because I was listening it with this command, so I was observing the situation. However, you can see exactly that at the end there is a stop kernel information, so shutdown, so it properly shut down the Nexus manager, and thanks to this you can see the result in code. And that is all actually, and there is no need to do anything else. So now I can rerun the setup of the Nexus. So you can see the warp terminal I'm using is very convenient, and it's working like a charm. And now we wait a little bit. I mean, it is pretty fast. This machine is pretty fast. I will show you this in the configuration in Proxmox. If I will go to my hardware, you can see there's a 4 GB of RAM, and I am using 2 cores. I mean 2 sockets and 2 cores. So when I was setting up this machine, I just decided to set it this way because it needs at least 4 cores to after running. I mean, this machine is able to handle it without any bigger issues. So there's a summary, and you see CPU usage of the whole Proxmox and RAM usage here. So this is quite good, and this one is in use more loaded, more RAM in use, but load average CPU is also low. So yeah, this is my home lab. And let's go back here and console here, and you can see it's working like that in summary. So all of it is running, and now wait so I can rerun the type command, and you can see it is running correctly. And you can see that at the end it will display the information that the Sonatype is running. Yeah, started Sonatype Nexus, fine. So it will wait for the step, and it will then stop the Nexus, change the admin password, start the Nexus, and after that it will rerun the Nexus once again. and it will be working without any problem. So you can see, actually, I'm doing a double check. So I installed Nexus, I removed Nexus, and now I'm installing it one more time to see it working and to show you that in fact this script is working. Both are working correctly, so there's no problem at all, and everything is up and running, and actually nothing going on here. Everything is working as expected, and actually the Nexus will be working, so there is no problem at all. I don't see any reason to avoid using my scripts just because they are tested, they are secure. I exactly know what I'm doing. Okay, so the website is loaded now, and so check, and okay, password changed, the script is done. So now basically I need to check this configuration here in this log, and I should see that the problem is solved, and that there is an information here that it is installing Nexus OS features, CMA extra plugin, etc. All of it is running one more time, so it's activating everything one more time. So yeah, basically when you stop and start Nexus, this information goes to the log file, and it's quite quick. And yeah, started no type, so I can control C to break it, and sudo ss tulpn, tulpn, and yeah, it's listening on port 8081. So I will then just minimize it, and I will open the 10.10, and I will open the Nexus. And one more time I will have to change the password for my administrator. So sign in admin123, and yeah, here we go. And then next, and next, finish, not now, and then sign out and sign in with a new password. Here we go, and then you can see there was a red icon here, and now it's green because it's previously it says that the password for the admin123 is not secure actually, and it doesn't remember it, I mean, as long as you will log out and login back, and after the logging back you can see that it is working without any problem, and it checks all of it, and it is working as expected. There is no problem at all. So basically all you need to do is to change the password for the administrator, and that's it. Wow, yeah, wow. I was just figuring out at night till the midnight, and I figured it out. I solved the problem, and I was able to make it work. I will log out from Proxmox because I can close it now, and yeah, I will close this one, and then I will add this tutorial into my website, so you'll be able to use it, and you will see the whole article about it, because usually I add tutorials for my videos. Okay, I will close this and close this right fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you very much. Have a nice day or night. Take care. Bye bye.